best dressed man in wrestling right here. Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream. It ain't no doubt. It ain't no doubt. Flair, bring that old cashmere coat out here.
Can't help it that I'm custom made. I can't help it that I look good, smell good, can dance all night long.
Welcome to, this is Midday Sports with Rod and Sensor Wild Carmar. I gotta say this, man. Caitlin Clark, your ass been put on notice, man.
Damn, already?
Them girls see you got the bag. You got the bag on you. You fucking A Boogie with a hoodie. You got the bag. Don't go carrying when you see them girls with no edges, with them big ass eyelashes coming on you. Looking like what you call this shit? The Stranger Things? What's that thing? That big ass thing was used to hang out in the woods. You know what I'm talking about? The kid book. I forgot the thing. Where the wild things are. When that big ass nigga with the wild things are coming for your ass, don't say nothing, man. Because let's be real, Candace Parker never got a $28 million shoe deal.
Man.
And you can't say she didn't have no storyline with her.
No.
When she came out of University of Tennessee.
Shout out to Candace Parker calling it.
Shout out to Candace Parker. Shout out to Lisa Leslie. Bitches was dunking on niggas. You know what I mean? Yeah, shout out to them ladies. They ain't never seen no 28 million. Them bitches had to get it from the mud. They had to go overseas to play a little bit. AK Vape Pen came out of Baylor. They was saying she could be in the NBA. All she was dominating broads. Skylar Diggins, her little pretty ass, looking like a shrimp dipper. Didn't get no 28 million. I can go on and on, man. But man, shout out to Kayla. Hope she ready, man. Bring your work boots, man. Bring 3 meals. You doing overtime.
He said
man, shout out to you, man. How's it, man? Let's talk about your new project, man. Your taco project, man. What made you came up with that idea, nigga? You made a nigga hungry, nigga.
Well, I've been had the idea. I just never put it in the motion. Yeah, you stupid, man. Man. I'm gonna drop it. I already got 3 episodes in the tuck. I'm gonna drop my first one tomorrow on Taco Tuesday. It's just something that obviously, I love my city, Kansas City, and I love tacos. So I was like, man, let me put it together. But I've been sitting on it for a year, the idea, and my man Bobby G was like, yo, man, he challenged me to finally put it in motion. So I went and put it in motion. Got about 3 episodes in the tuck, man. So it's just, I ain't trying to be like Keith Lee or Mr. Chime Time trying to critique.
Man, if that shit blow up, let that shit blow up, man. Don't put that shit in the atmosphere like that, man.
Well, I'm saying I ain't trying to be like them. Like, that's their lane. They do what they do. What I'm doing is just trying to show love to my city and restaurants that got some good tacos around the city and the surrounding areas. And if it blow up, it blow up. But what I'm gonna do is, like, when I travel, when I go to other cities, I'm gonna find some spots that kind of taco spots they got and review them and things like that as well. So it won't just be. So primarily it'll be around Kansas City and surrounding areas, but like I got to go to Carolina in July, so I'll check out some spots in Carolina and get my review on them and whatnot. So it's pretty much primarily if anybody happens to be in Kansas City or surrounding area, you got some taco spots to hit up because you saw it on my project. So.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, fun little thing I wanted to do from sports, so.
Yeah, because I'm nigga kid.
Because my background is culinary, like, for those who don't know.
Yeah, and I'm a nigga kid.
So
I'm a niggas kid.
I'm blessed.
I'm a nigga
I'm blessed
kid.
like
I eat some tacos, man. Pause, man.
So, dude. Nah, ain't no pause. I love tacos.
No. I like mine with the seafood in it. I'm gonna say pause. No Diddy. I'm a Pesco.
I'm a pescatarian, bro. Like pescado.
Hey, I like the taco with the muscle in it. Hey man, but let's get into this, man. Kevin Durant proved it yesterday. Why he's not in the GOAT decision in the debate, man. He's not in the GOAT debate. You look at the roster he had, the last couple rosters he had. Not to do it by himself, man, get it done. That's why he's not in the GOAT debate. What's your thoughts about that, man? He can't get it done. He's not a leader.
I'm just upset. Like an hour after you got swept, man, here come the excuses. Like he was like, "Oh, I wasn't comfortable in the offense all season." What do you mean? Like you supposed to be Kevin Durant, where you are the offense. So what's the problem? So here's my thing, man. Like we can't keep like I kept tweeting it all year, or especially the last couple of weeks. Like, you know, we Lakers fans, so we know we gonna get a lot of scrutiny because of LeBron James. You know, so all I said is have that same energy for Phoenix Suns and KD when they get swept. You know, and I think the narrative is like, oh, you know, the excuses. This is that. This is why we didn't succeed. This because of that. It's like, man, stop providing excuses, man. You like there was a point in time we was, you know, debating whether you were better than LeBron in the game of basketball. So
at this point, man, I can't even say that, man. He got all the attributes, but to be a great, but I can't really put him in that top 5 range, man. I can't even put him in my top 10 because these moments, niggas, you know, make Skip say what he wants, but he need to put that energy in KD, man. You look at all the scoring championships he got. And all these super teams he helped create. He had the Kyrie, James Harden. James Harden, Westbrook. The Golden State teams and the Suns team. You gotta look at them teams, man. A lot of future Hall of Famers on it. For you not to get out the first round, come on, man. Second round in the Nets, like that's not good enough when you're supposed to be the GOAT.
Yeah, I'm with you, bro.
We got it right now. We got to say he's a bona fide role player, nigga.
An elite role player.
Elite role player. That's what that nigga is.
I like KD, and this is no diss on KD. It's really not. It's just that I saw you couldn't get it done in OKC, so you join up with Golden State. And then you leave Golden State, and then you like all of a sudden, like you can't get back to the finals whatsoever. So it's like I feel like you was supposed to be Batman, but I think you just an elite Robin, bro.
No, that nigga is. I don't even know. He's Beast Boy, nigga, off Team Titans, man.
Nah, I'm just saying, like based off of the fact that you went to Golden State and that was your only amount of success that you got, and the moment that you get off that wagon is like, then who, like, what are you like? Because you being the main guy is not getting you to the finals, and it's not winning championships. Whether it was Brooklyn, whether it was OKC, and now in Phoenix, you being as a top guy, you're not it. You're not getting there. You're not getting success. We just got to call it what it is. Rod, let me know when I'm wrong, bro.
You're not wrong at all, man. You're not wrong at all. And I gotta say this, man. I see why Draymond said what he said now, man. And that boy come from the DMV, man. It's more cat than dog in him.
Damn. Meow.
You know what I mean? And you would think how tough that niggas. You know what I mean? This what I'm saying, man. When niggas get that 1 and that 2, they don't get hungry again. You gotta be like you never had it if you want to keep on winning. And that nigga's a lazy hooper. We all know the lazy hoopers everywhere, man. He's the type of nigga, he get up for a little bit of game, he get at 15 points, he want to coast. Like you don't want to be great, man. He doesn't want to be great. He can definitely tell his attitude for basketball is nonchalant. After the last couple scoring titles, what have he really done? The nigga might as well retire, man, at this point.
I mean, he what 35, 36?
Yeah, man, you got all that money. Go ahead, retire. Go to PG County, whatever you want to do, podcast. Because that young nigga was getting in your face, man. Pause, man.
Hey.
And the shit that nigga was saying to that nigga, man, he was speaking to him greasy.
Bruh.
He might as well blew your mama kiss, man. Man, I'm telling you, man, that nigga got a hard foul, man.
Hey, man. Hey, but I mean, just let's just be honest. I mean, I just think people got to be honest about the situation with KD, man. I like him. Hell of a talent. Hell of a he's definitely probably one of the hardest guys you ever have to guard on the offensive side because he's almost 7 foot. His wingspan is crazy. When he elevates, I mean, you really got to be a real tall guy to contest his shots. He has a great offensive bag. Can play defense when the effort is there and is necessary to put it there. But my thing is like you said, man, maybe we need to be real and say, hey, man, there's more cat in him than dog. Because at the fact of the matter is,
like my uncle used to tell me, man, more Jane, no Tarzan.
I'm just saying, man. His success winning championships has been attached to other guys. It's been attached to Steph. It's been attached to the core three of the Golden State with Steph, Clay, and Draymond. When he's the quote unquote top dog, and we got nothing. Look, I ain't trying to hear the excuses. Oh, injuries, COVID. Now all of a sudden he's not comfortable in the offense in Phoenix. How many excuses we gonna keep trying to give up to the man when let's just be honest and just say, hey man, when you as top dog, you're not it. You're not leading the team to a championship. It's okay to be honest. You got to keep it real. It's not taken away from his greatness. We just talking about the fact that when it comes down to winning the championship, you as a quote unquote number one hasn't led nobody to no championship. That's not a lie. I mean, that's not a lie.
And we gotta be real, man. And some people, you think about this, man. How don't you at least win 2 games out this series is crazy to me.
I didn't win 1, bro.
With the scoring pirates y'all got with Booker, Bradley Beal, and you, how can you not win 1 game?
Hey, Rob, we do got to keep it real. Bradley Beal was straight dookie.
That nigga at the end of the yard. He got that fine light skin bitch. You should probably sucking all the energy out of him, man. That nigga worth 400 M's, man. That nigga made 400 M's in the league playing for the Wizards.
Hey, he making at least 50 bill, 40 bill, something like that a year. And
I'm telling you, man, it's hard to get off when a motherfucker suck all the testosterone out you, like Space Jam. It's hard to play hard, man.
So shorty a monster.
This shit hanging to the floor now, man. She emptied that shit, man.
Emptied the whole clip, cuz.
Pop, 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 pop.
Hey.
She took him to the O. King Vaughn. Oh man, but it's man, it was just really tough to see, man. And I think you got to really take this summer and say, man, it's time to break this team apart. James Jones, if you want to keep his job, he got to at least let not Devin Booker, but one of them. You got to let somebody go, man. You can't have a big three paying that much money.
Way too much money, bro, to get swept.
If I was them, I was trying to see, can I get rid of Dub Book and ask for like a Keegan Murray?
Oh no. I can't get rid of Book. I gotta look
at somebody. You gotta unload somebody to make some deals.
I gotta move Bradley Beal. You can't be
making Bradley,
bruh, but you can't be making $50 million a year and you've been looking like ass cheeks all season. I can't do that. Oh no.
You can't do that. But
Oh
somebody
no.
you gotta break this big three apart, man.
That's a no-go. Bradley
That's
Beal, to me, the first one I'm looking to, hey man, because it's not like Bradley Beal can't play, but the fact that you're making that kind of money and you didn't produce like a max player type, you produce like the way he played, his salary should be a vet minimum. The way he played all season, you can't. That's reserve type of money that output that we got from him. He needs he needs he needs to be sitting on the on the pay scale that says vet minimum.
Yeah, that nigga dumb, man.
Come on, man. I can't do
But
that.
man, it's some more. What's like? I've been kind of let down by Joel Embiid, man. I know you said he was injured and shit like that, but I want to hear the excuses, man. You cannot let this not no really big man Mitchell dominate you on the boards, and you can't blame Tobias because Tobias haven't been playing. Oubre probably been the best defender in the series, and this nigga ain't even known to play defense. You know what I mean? Oubre been the best defender at best. You know what I mean? Maxey showed up. Shout out to the young boy. Maxey been showing up. He been playing like he's from Philly. Kyle Lowry been playing decent. But you letting Josh Hart hibachi you is crazy to me. You let DiVincenzo and these other niggas not named Bronson. Bronson been getting busy too. But how you letting these niggas out hustle you? And that's why I said, man, I didn't think this was going to be a good series because Thibodeau, that's what that nigga preached, man. That nigga played 90 basketball with these young niggas, man. You dive for balls, you're going to be aggressive, you're going to push the envelope. And Philly wasn't really into that kind of fight. Them niggas were trying to fight pretty like Devin Haney. And that was the main cause for them to be down like this, man. What's your thoughts about this series?
I'm not going to, like, of course, as basketball fans and sports fans, we're going to say, well, Embiid ain't healthy. Okay. He may not be.
A lot of people not healthy right now.
A lot of people ain't healthy. Facts. But the fact of the matter is that, I like Embiid too. But we got to put him in the same category as Kevin Durant. I mean, you come on, bro. No, bro.
I'm gonna say this. Let me say this. If you put that nigga on that Golden State team,
yeah, that's different. That's something different.
That's what Steph's mind as well. Just trade both Draymond and for them both just for one player.
I'm with
that pick and roll be deadly.
So for your example, that roster that Kevin Durant on with the Warriors, swap Kevin Durant out for Embiid. I think you get the same success. Okay, cool. But what I'm saying is his career path is pretty much on the same trajectory as Kevin Durant.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Say Embiid was to go on that Golden State roster, he'll win championships. But him off that roster, we get the same thing that Kevin Durant is doing. We get excuses, injuries. Oh, this is happening. That is happening. Fact of the matter is, Embiid is top dog. Same thing with KD. Ain't producing no championships. I mean, I like bruh. He MVP. So was Kevin Durant. Both got bags. They're both getting highly paid. They both are very talented. But the fact of the matter is like how many times we gonna go through this scenario where you either MVP or you got the probably one of the better rosters, you top 3 in the East, but it means it equals nothing. Half the time you can't even get out the second round. Now you struggling to even get out the first round. Hey man,
yeah, that's crazy too, man. And I gotta at least say this, man. Yeah, they gotta do something because it's getting bad, man. I feel sorry for the fans in Philly. Because that's what product they've been getting it's been terrible. I think it's mainly you can't blame Doc Rivers, you can't be a field nurse, but you got to make sure your players are hungry enough. You can't force a nigga to be hungry in a playoff series, and the Knicks are just hungry. They haven't had no real playoff success in a long while. Last time they had success, I had hair. and you know, what I mean, I had no kids. You know what I mean? And I think, you know what I mean. I think it's gonna be a gentleman's sweep. I think they're gonna get it done tomorrow.
It's looking like that, bro.
I gotta say this though too, man. Man. This is why I said, man. I don't know who's in what you call his ear, man. Giannis next off season, he really got to practice on the jump shot on regular, man. Because
Man, come on, hey man, Rod, man. We've been telling this motherfucker that for how long he been in the league. We've been telling this motherfucker years ago he need to get a jump shot. He ain't got it now.
And I'm sorry to say this, man. I think Dane might be done too, man. I think he waited too long.
Yeah, he waited too late to get out.
I think now he's gonna be a professional rapper, man. He's gonna have a couple hours with Glorilla, and they're gonna be a ratchet version of Beyonce and Jay. Because anytime a nigga shoot a jump shot and his leg give out, the end is coming, nigga. I gotta keep it 100. You know what I mean? I don't like to have cut on my shit. I like to give it the pierce I can give it, but it might be the end, man. And I can't blame Doc for this. But I think you should have kept the original people, man. You should have kept Griffin. You should have definitely kept him, and because they gave him something, man. They was the number one spot. They would have had to go against these niggas, man.
Well, that's ownership. That's ownership fault.
Ownership. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. The ownership, man. But man, it's done, man. And shout out to Rick Carlisle, man. Rick Carlisle I think he's always been underrated as a coach. He always know how to get the best out of his players, and it is what it is, man. I think he definitely deserves what he's doing, man, and what he's bringing. Because Pacers been last time they was good. PG was there, and Lance Stevenson, Roy Hibbert. So for this team to be, boom, getting hot at the right time, I think they could be a real scary team.
You know what they're gonna do? They're gonna hate on Indiana and say, "Oh, y'all faced a team with no Giannis."
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
You know they gonna hate.
But man, I know they're gonna hate on them, man. But you know what's been surprising me though, man? To say it is, man, the Clipper series has been the best series to me. The Clipper series, Mavericks versus the Clippers, I think that's been the best series, and also the Cleveland. I don't know what happened to Cleveland in the playoffs, man. Against Orlando. I thought I saw Shaq for a minute. I said, what the fuck, Shaq or Dwight Howard out there? How are these niggas tied? What's your thoughts about them two series?
Nah, I've been digging the Clippers and the Mavericks series. It has been very entertaining. It's kind of they've been getting chippy, man. They've been getting real chippy. So I definitely dig that. What's the other series you was talking about?
The Orlando Magic versus Cleveland.
Oh yeah.
That's been really good, man. Ben Carroll been showing out, man.
I was about to say.
Fultz and them.
Yeah, you got to give it to Ben Carroll and them boys. I mean, it's a young Magic squad, and they got that series tied up 2-2. And man, I think that if you ask me, I think that series is up in the air. Same thing with the Mavericks and Clippers. So both of those series are tied up 2-2 apiece. And I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if both those series go 7, man. It's just because they just been playing good basketball on both those series and been going at it. I know there's been a couple of blowouts amongst those series, so don't try to twist my words on me, people. But I'm saying is like the control of this series is going back and forth, where not one team is controlling the series, whether they at home or away. Like,
because that white boy Wagner, man, he's like a motherfucker in a tree hunting deers, man. He's a sharpshooter, man. Them Bucks ain't safe around that nigga, man.
Hey, man.
But man, what's your thoughts about before we get out of the NBA, man? What's your thoughts about the Lakers stealing one, man?
Oh, they did.
Why is Denver playing with their food, man? I texted you that night. I said, yo, what is Denver is doing? I don't want to give nigga hope. If I know a nigga hungry and he's at the last bar, I'm finishing him.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm not. I just think LA is just delaying an inevitable. It'll
Yeah, no, I don't think these niggas win the series. No,
nah.
no,
They
come
not.
on. If they do that, Mike Malone, he might be out of there. I don't give a fuck.
They ain't gonna bump him out of there, but they gonna look at him sideways. They're gonna be like,
the fuck?
"What the hell is you doing, bro?"
Yeah, man. I think, man, it was an entertaining series, man. Russell, I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what did Darren Hand grab his arm like Jeezy grabbed Jenny Mai's arm,
Yo,
but
chill.
it told him to sit down and he act better. I don't know what he did. He
Hey,
had that nigga sparked up.
allegations, bro.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Hey, man. Hey, I've been trying to tell people this for the longest. They don't respect Darvin Ham, bro.
I don't think so. I think he's a certified AAU coach. No disrespect.
They don't respect, bro, man.
And
You know
I wish they would get somebody like that nigga. Who's that nigga? Was that white guy, man? They always thought Boonhauser. We need somebody like that, man. I don't know why the fuck he got blackballed out the league. I don't know what the fuck he did.
Nah. He won a championship and then Milwaukee got rid of him.
That shit's crazy to me. We need somebody like that, a Mark Jackson.
I would like to see Mark Jackson.
Or like, I don't understand why we didn't give Ty Lue the bag. I think that's the only one LeBron will respect, really, be honest with you.
True.
Because Ty Lue tell you, shut the fuck up, I'm the coach.
Yeah, because
you don't pay my check.
Hey, he wasn't putting up with Bron's bullshit in Cleveland. He told him, he's like, hey, bro, chill out.
like an Eric Spoelstra too. Eric Spoelstra, even though they said he was like, Eric Spoelstra definitely get the best out of the role players.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, man, I think this is going to end. I think the Pelicans overpaid. They should have gave Zion that bag. You can't rely on him. You know what I mean? He got to get down. I told somebody he's going to have to get down to like an easy 230 if he want to really play and get to have some playoff success for the long term, because he can't be dunking on 280.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was on the Stepmaster today, man. I don't know how I'm moving almost 300. You know what I mean? That shit hurts. You know what I mean? Doing exercises like running and explosive exercises when you're heavy. So I don't understand how he don't get that around his head about he need to lose weight. I don't know. Do they gonna have to do it by the pounds in his contract or something to make him to lose some weight? Because he can't do it. He can't play the 4 that big and expect to, you know what I mean, expect to have a long playoff career. I mean, a playoff series and be effective. How are you gonna score 40 points and get hurt and out for the rest of the series? It's crazy to me.
Hey, man.
Shout out to BG Brandon Ingram.
Hey, man, it sucks that the Pelicans gonna get eliminated tonight. I thought they had a good year. It just sucks that a little injuries from Zion is kind of derailing them a little bit.
And that's another one. That's why you need him to attack that rim, and he can kick the ball out.
Mm-hmm.
And them niggas on fire. You know what I mean? So you need that presence. That's what they need right now. But the nigga hurt, man. He got bad knees like my baby mom.
Hey, so let me ask you real quick. You would never go back to an ex, right?
Fuck no.
The reason why I asked that is because somebody was asking. They was like, "Yo, man, what do we think about Zeke Elliott go back to Dallas?" I said, "Well, would you ever go back to an ex?"
I think they low key need the nigga, man.
Whether you need him or not, I could probably find somebody that can give you the same thing that he can do, and probably cost you a lot cheaper on like not even close.
Yeah, and I think that nigga low key missed Dallas, man. You gotta think about it, man. Boston, I think he had a great year with us. I think he had a great year for the conditions of our team, right?
Mm-hmm.
He showed, I think that was just a year. You ever see somebody, you ever be with somebody, pause, no homo, and you like, damn, uh, you know what I mean? You start seeing a bitch with somebody new, like, damn, that nigga don't look like me. That nigga ain't eating like me. The nigga ain't beating like me. You know what I mean? That nigga ain't doing like I used to do it. You know what I mean? And then the bitch texts you, oh, I miss you. and you be like, you try to play tough? Like, nah, nigga. Stay over there, you slam the door virtually on the bitch face, like Jody. Like sometimes you go through shit like that, and I think they both wanted to work it out, man. I think Jerry loves Zeke, and you know what I mean. Zeke is one of the part of that Michael Irvin crew. You got them niggas Jerry fuck with like Daz. You see Daz at all them games in a box. You think Daz paying for that box? Fuck no, he ain't paying for that box. Jerry got them good old boy club, and he loved them certain niggas. You know what I mean?
You don't like all of them.
You don't like all of them, but Jerry.
Jerry like the ones that bring him money.
Not all of them bring money. Not all of them. But man, that's why we here, man. Let's get in the draft, man. I think y'all had a great draft. You know what I mean? No homo. It made me sick. Because I love the Xavier Worthy deal, man. I think could be the Tyreek Hill of that offense. Very explosive. I think that's probably a steal, man. He just came in the wrong class with, Marvin Harrison Jr. You know what I mean? That nigga was the show. You know what I mean? So if Marvin Harrison Jr. was not in this class, he probably been the best wide receiver in the class, my personal opinion. But man, just talk about your draft class y'all picked up.
Yeah, man, I think we address some obvious needs. I wish we would have picked up another wide receiver somewhere in that draft. I was hoping that they pick up Brendan Rice. Only because
he went to Chargers. Shout out to him, man.
Yeah. Reason why I wanted him is because obviously because he's Jerry Rice's son. So there's a lot of knowledge that he got stored.
He's physical.
And he's big. He's a bigger wide receiver. And I know he's not going to be like the typical, speedster that the Chiefs like to have. But the dude he grew up in the West Coast offense. You can't tell me that he didn't learn nothing from his pops.
You know what he remind me of? You remember like Randall Cobb?
Yeah.
He's more like a Randall Cobb to me. Get dirty blocking. That nigga that nigga is nasty. He's real physical.
Yeah. I like that. I like that comparison. Obviously, the difference in size, we not relating him like that for people. Don't take what Rod's saying to heart like that. But his style of play, I did what you're saying. A blocker, not scared to block like that. And I think that'd have been something that we, because Andy likes to do a lot of wide receiver screens. He would have been great on that. You know what I'm saying? He's what 6'2", 6'3", around there, something like that, about 210. So he's your bigger wide receiver. With actually decent speed. I thought that he would have been great in this offense. But now overall, you bring in Worthy and match him with Hollywood Brown. Hopefully we can start taking the top off that defense again like we used to. And we'll see how long Rashee Rice is suspended, because he will get a suspension. We just don't know how long yet.
I'm gonna say about 3 games, man.
I was thinking 3.
He haven't got in no other. You know what I mean? It's not like he was gambling out to where he get a year, but he really hasn't got in trouble with the league. It's just,
yeah.
You know what I mean? I think the most he probably can get the nigga's 5. And that.
Well, I think what gets him into trouble is that there's footage of him being reckless, and I think the NFL, they going to discipline on how they feel they got embarrassed by the image of that. So he'll probably get 2 to 3 games for sure.
But I think y'all can make by without that nigga with Worthy, and I know you bringing other camp bodies in. So
oh yeah. No doubt. I'm with you on that. But then we got some depth picks. Picking up some couple of offensive linemen to help just in case of injuries. get some depth on that, and then we got a safety and a safety in the corner. So you address those needs in terms of depth chart, trying to get the numbers right to So I mean, I thought overall, man, the Chiefs did pretty damn solid in this draft. So I mean, definitely better than other teams. So I'm talking about y'all Atlanta Falcons. So, but yeah,
I like Atlanta Falcons moves, man. I think Penix is gonna play, man, sooner than later, man. I think Kurt is not gonna make a whole 17 games, man.
shit. Hey man, he gonna play hurt, sick, or damn near on his deathbed. They paying him way too much money. Oh no,
I agree with that, man. But I think
he gonna play, dog.
I feel you, man. Another move I thought was really sneaky, man. I gotta say this, man. I think Jordan Travis going to the Jets was a great move, man. He's a little bit on the little side, but he's an athletic specimen. I think he could be really great for the Jets if Aaron Rodgers goes out. Plus they got some good. I forgot the receiver they got. They got a what's up with you, man? They got a receiver. I forgot where the fuck he came from. He's fast as shit. Or the Jets got. So I like that the guy Washington for USC went to the Miami. I don't know why the fuck they got a fast receiver. It's crazy. I think they should target some more on defense. But they got another receiver and a running back. I like the little moves we got, man. So I think they should have went that. I think they should have went for all the offensive linemen they got because our offensive line last year was trash.
I don't think I did enough at wide receiver neither, bro.
I like Polk.
I like
Washington.
Him. I don't think I did enough.
I think it's an upgrade. I definitely think it's an upgrade what we had.
Y'all should have drafted at least 3 wide receivers in this. No, bro. Come on, bro. Stop. You know good and damn well. Y'all ain't got. Come on. Who do y'all got?
That's we got Kendrick Bourne. We got Demario Douglas.
Stop.
We got Osborne. And we got Bulk, and I like Baker. Baker was nasty last year.
Bro, you got wide receivers who are literally would be literally cats fighting for a roster spot in training camp if they was on somebody else's roster, bro.
Yeah, I think we signed some other people, and you know what I mean. You know what I mean. We signed some body. You know, you draft some rookie free agents, bodies to come help us out. But I like the draft minus Drake May. I didn't want Drake May.
Yo, you gotta explain to me why you hate that so much, bro.
I gotta hate it. I don't like his footwork. You didn't see the nigga's footwork? He got one of the worst footwork in the draft. You didn't see that choppy footwork, his 3-step drop, 3-step drop? You see how choppy his feet was?
Not everybody.
I don't see Josh Allen. I don't know why niggas call him Josh Allen of the draft. Like, I don't see Josh Allen.
Oh, you hated that much, bro?
At the end of the day, I'm glad they drafted another quarterback because I'm a big University of Tennessee fan, and Milton got an arm on him. I think Milton is like the Jason Campbell of this draft. Remember, Jason Campbell could throw it 85 with a flick.
Yeah.
But he had accuracy problems.
Man, the reason why I don't like it for y'all is because we've seen mobile quarterbacks in y'all system, and I don't think y'all systems never worked. But to be fair, I'm not sure how you guys gonna run.
It's not the standard offense. It's Alex Van Pelt.
Well, that's what I'm saying. As I was saying it, I'm like, this won't be the typical offense.
You see what them niggas did with Joe Flacco last year?
Hey man.
Alex Van Pelt he turned shit to chicken salad.
Hey,
you gotta say that.
He told Joe Cool, he said, man, fling that motherfucking rock down the field, bro.
So I like that move, man. We also picked up a corner in the last round, I think. But I like the draft we did, man. I think, and really, this draft taught me, man.
You just don't like Drake.
Our scouting department was getting held up by Bill Belichick by gunpoint. You know what I mean? Because we would not have drafted nobody like Polk or Baker. Any other draft, we would went to go. Oh man, get a N'Keal Harry.
Yeah, that didn't work out too well.
You know what I mean? This dumb Aaron Dobbs and shit like that. We don't normally go for physical wide receivers like that. Boy, we got the two boys we got. You know what I mean? Polk is more like a possession wide receiver, and Baker, he got a little bit of flash, and they're great route runners. You know what I mean? So we normally don't get that. You know what I mean? Normally we don't get good at that. You know, Jillian Edelman was a slight layup. You know what I mean? We don't get physical wide receivers like we picked up this year. But I think Elliott Wolf, coming from a background where his dad was executive with the Packers, and he'd been scouting with his dad since he was, you know what I mean, as a young boy. So he knows what a good you know what I mean, what good scouts are supposed to do and what good receivers look like, because his dad taught him the game. And I think that's going to help us in the future, man. Do I think we're going to be 4 wins like niggas saying on the chat? I don't think so. I think we're going to have a better season than last year. Do I say playoffs? Fuck no. But I think we're going to be better than we was last year.
Hey, that's all you can do, though, bro.
Yeah, what the fuck? I got 6 Super Bowls, nigga. You think nobody in the AFC South going to say no shit to me? I ain't gonna throw rocks in the clouds, nigga. You know you can't get up that high.
Hey, yo, I hate you, bro.
I'm just saying, man. Like, but shout out to Frank Gore Jr. too, man. Going with the Bills, I think that could be sneaky. Him and what's that boy named Cook? Dalvin Cook's little brother,
James.
Them two niggas, Lightning and you know what I mean, and Thunder. I think that could be great for them up there.
Lightning and a thunder.
And I like also T.O. Shout out to T.O. son getting a chance as a body, you know what I mean, camp body.
Yeah, what'd he go?
He went to 49ers.
Oh, yeah, he did.
And I think that nigga could be one of them Anquan Bolden type of niggas. You know what I mean? If they use him right, I think he could be a deadly red zone threat, man. You can see it. He's like T.O., man, minus the explosiveness. You remember when it took T.O. a long time to really develop as a wide receiver. I think he could definitely keep that nigga at least on the practice squad if he don't make the 53, so he can get them reps in. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of niggas. A lot of niggas be on the practice squad developing. You know what I mean? And then eventually get their shot.
I feel you.
But yeah, man, I like overall. I like the draft, man. I enjoyed watching it this year, man. My thoughts though, I think Louis Riddick gonna get a job, man. That nigga's too smart to be fucking with ESPN with them clowns. I think he's gonna take a job soon.
I hope somebody give him a chance. I mean, we can seen Mike Mayock and John Gruden get a job. Well, I know John Gruden had previous experience coaching, but they drug his ass out the booth. They drug Mike Mayock out the booth. Matt Millen, they grabbed him out the booth. Remember he was Detroit Lions GM.
Mm-hmm.
But like Louis Riddick got experience being in the front office. Well, he was with the front office of the Cleveland Browns, so he got experience. So I think he'll be back in the NFL at some point in time.
What do you think about the JJ McCarthy pick, man? Minnesota.
I thought it was a reach.
You think it was a bad reach? Who you think is gonna have which one you thought was a bigger reach? JJ or Bo? I think Bo is more of a reach.
I think both of them are reaches, but I'm gonna be honest, man. I didn't see 6 quarterbacks going in the first round.
No, I haven't seen this shit in a long while.
And I damn sure didn't see Penix, Bo Nix, and JJ McCarthy going that early. I was shocked by all 3 of that shit. So, and it's not a diss on Michael Penix. I actually like Michael Penix over those last 2. I would took Michael Penix over JJ McCarthy and Bo Nix any day, but I still would have waited at least to like the second round before I even went to Penix.
I like that Spencer move too, man. I think Spencer's at the right spot with the Saints.
Well, I think Spencer might actually be able to compete for that starting job, bro.
What? Message.
I'm being for real.
I think so too, man.
I think Spencer can actually compete for that starting job, bro.
I think so too, man. I think he landed at the right spot. The rest of them quarterbacks got picked. I don't know where they gonna sit. Like I think Green Bay picked one up. I'm like nigga, he ain't beating out no Jordan Love, a nigga from Tulane. Who the
Nah, nah,
fucking
nah. Oh no. That was a backup. They probably need a backup just in case something happens to Jordan Love. That's what that was. But like,
right?
if you ask me, I think Sam Darnold is a bridge quarterback, so that's why you go get JJ McCarthy. I haven't seen much that I would say I would get JJ McCarthy. That's me. But I'm not an expert, quote unquote. Bo Nix, I wouldn't have drafted him either. But I can see some of the reasons why. He's a bigger body. Pause. He's like what six? He's almost built like Justin Herbert a little bit. So I can see why they get him. But I mean, in college, I wasn't crazy about him. I wasn't crazy watching his game. So I mean, hey, again, I'm not an expert, so hell I know, but I just wouldn't draft neither one of them cats. But Bo Nix might have to play right away. I mean, you got a Ben DiNucci, you got Jared Stidham, and then you got your boy Ryan, what's his name? Zach Wilson. So he might have to start right away, bro.
Yeah, that's why I don't understand why did the Eagles like. I don't understand why the Eagles signed Johnny Wilson. Like I watch a lot of Johnny Wilson games. That nigga, he's fast. He's physical. He's not really fast, but he's fast. But the nigga had problems catching. Why the fuck you going like y'all got enough wide receivers? Philly got enough wide receivers.
And sign both of them to extensions.
Like that's why I don't understand. And they got that I like that corner. They got the white corner. I think you can move him up to safety.
Oh, DeJohn? Yeah.
Yeah.
Cooper
I think they
DeJohn?
can move him up to safety.
Yeah, the only problem is white boys named Cooper just ain't turned out too well in Philly. So we'll see how that turns out.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. Also they got that corner from Toledo. I think that was the best corner on the board. I think that's gonna help him out.
Yeah,
Bradbury's done.
Well, not only that, I just think that and I forget his name, so forgive me. The cornerback from Toledo, he could play inside, outside.
Mm-hmm.
He could play anywhere on the field at a corner. Because I saw him play in the slot, I saw him play outside on both sides of the field. So he's pretty versatile. Especially if you put him in man-to-man situations. Not saying he can't play zone, corner zone, but he thrives better in man-to-man situations and
Vic, what's his name? The nigga just came from Miami, the defense coordinator. Vic, what's his name?
Vic Fangio?
Yeah, Vic Fangio. You know that nigga gonna do glide cover zero.
Probably so.
And I wish they got more people, some more linebackers. They got Trotter Jr., but I think that's what they missing to build that linebacker core up.
I thought that was a sentimental pick, bro.
Yeah, me too. They definitely need to, man. Shout out, we also signed the HBCU player. He played at Alabama State, Mikey Victor. I think this nigga 6'3". So if he can make it, I don't give a fuck. You put that nigga on special teams till somebody get hurt in the secondary. 6'3", I like it.
6'3" corner?
Yeah, I like it.
Yo. You don't see a lot of big corners no more.
Because they normally have tight hips, pause.
Well, yeah, but reason why I like big corners, pause, and is just because you going against wide receivers like Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, some of these teams that got wide receivers who are 6'3", 6'4", and as much as majority of your corners at most are like 5'10", 5'11", maybe a couple of them are scratching 6 foot, but you sometimes it's better to match size for size when you on that outside with corner and wide receiver, because you already know a corner who's 5'10", 5'11", and then he's going up against a 6'3", 6'4" wide receiver. Man, just throw that ball up in the air, man. He's already got the advantage, and by the time he elevates, there's no way you can guard that jump ball up there. There's no way you can guard it. So,
I think that's why I wanted Penix to go to the Raiders, man. You look what they did, man.
I thought
Them
he
two
been
tight
great,
ends,
bro.
Mayer and
Rob,
Mayer and Bauer.
yeah, Rob Bauer, yeah,
I think that's gonna be tough for y'all to see that, man.
yeah, but it true, but
You
it's
put both of them on the field,
I know what you're saying. You're not
attack that
wrong.
middle.
You're not wrong, but it's easier to guard two tight ends than it is to guard two elite wide receivers. It's easier.
They got a lead wide receiver. You don't think Adams elite anymore?
No. I'm not saying that, but he ain't got no counterpart on the other side. So
I think Jacoby Myers is a good number 2 in the league.
Don't do that, bro.
I think he's a decent. I think he's a top.
Don't do that,
I'm
bro.
gonna say top 10, second wide receiver. You don't think so? You don't think he's a top 10?
Jacoby Myers is a
number 2.
I know he a number 2, but you over here trying to make it seem like this dude.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying
he's a shoe in to make it out of training camp.
I'm saying he's a good number 2, though. I think he could be a number 2 at a lot of places right now.
Well, he's definitely a good number 2 in Vegas. I mean, there's Devontae Adams and who else? I
think he'd be a number 2 in Baltimore. Steelers. There's a couple teams he could be a number 2 for.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to sit down and look at that. But
as a number, I'm saying as a number 2. I'm not saying a number 1 option.
Oh, trust me, you get no disagreement on number 1. I think we both agree he's not a number 1. That's not what we're talking about, or the difference we're at. I'm just saying is I think you're giving him a little bit too much credit as an elite number 2.
I'm not saying elite. I said a top 10 number 2.
That's
not a lot of great. It's not a lot of great number 2s. Philly got really 2 number 1s when you really look at it.
I don't know.
You don't think Devontae Smith the right? I think he could go right to y'all right now. He'd be a number 1.
I like Devontae Smith, but I think you can lock him down.
If you move him around, you can't.
I think you can lock him down.
If you move him around.
Matter of fact, I think you can lock him down if you play only on him, man to man, bump and run the whole game. I think you lock him down.
For his weight purposes, yes. But if you move him around, I don't think you can lock him up. You put him behind the line a little bit, play him off, play him on. You move him around. I don't think you'll be able to lock him up. Like Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp is elite number 2 now. I think it's Puka's team now.
Oh no. Oh, you wilding, bro. Oh, I like Puka.
I'm saying Puka gonna have a better year. I think Puka gonna have a better year than him next year.
Yeah, but I think if Puka's numbers look better, that's just because people still respect Cooper.
And I think that tight end they got is underrated too. That white boy with the wild hair.
He be getting busy too, motherfucker, bro. Come on, man.
Higbee be getting nasty.
I can't believe you saying this. Your Cooper Kupp a bad dude, dog.
I understand what you mean, but let's be real. And that the time they won the Super Bowl, who was eating? Who was eating? And who was the number 2 of that Super Bowl?
You don't think OBJ was eating because of the fact of people were scared of Cooper?
Nah.
Oh, come on. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Shout out to that nigga Giants. I feel sorry for you too, Neighbors.
Oh,
Neighbors going to eat. Neighbors going to eat next year. If Daniel Jones, just throw that bitch up to him.
Yeah, but I also feel bad for Neighbors.
Yeah, he won't be stressed out.
Because he got Daniel Jones, bro.
Shout out to Xavier Weaver. If that nigga made the camp,
he got picked up by Tennessee, didn't he?
No, Arizona.
Arizona.
If that nigga if he can move up to that number 2 spot with Harrison and him, 1-to-1s. Hey, somebody gonna be open. You know they gonna jam up Harrison. Because that nigga body control is crazy. Pause.
Nah. Marvin Harrison about to get the bracket coverage all season.
I'm telling you, man. Kyler Murray doesn't have no excuses this year. I don't care what nobody say. The 2 wide receivers you got, some receivers you got, the tight end is pretty decent up there. You got Connor. You picked up a running back. You build the offensive line up a little bit in the draft.
I feel what you're saying, but what I'm saying is people already trying to come up with game plans to stop Marvin Harrison right now. Yeah, he's about to see a bracket coverage all season, and he ain't gonna see a lot of 1-on-1s.
And what you call got no excuse either, man. You gave up with Justin Fields, so
Oh, you talking
Caleb
about
Williams got to show
Chicago?
out. Caleb
Oh,
Williams got to show out.
hey man, I'm calling it right now. If Caleb Williams don't get this team to the playoffs within 3 years, they're gonna move off of him.
Mm-hmm. I think that GM gonna get fired if he don't have his ass is out of there. If they win only 4 games this year, his ass is out of there.
Him and the coach.
Him and the coach.
Both
You got
of them
your guy, and you got a good receiver, Duze, from Washington.
I like that.
That African play with their DBs like Fufu. That's all I gotta say, man. He's Pac-Man. He eat niggas up. Pause. He eat niggas up. Pause, man.
Hey,
crazy work.
I can't. What's crazy?
He give niggas bananas. He throw banana peels on the field and niggas slip up like Mario Kart, man.
Hey, chill.
So you got no excuses. You got no excuses this year. And you got a good tight end.
What's wrong with you, bro?
And you got DJ Moore. You got Uduze, DJ Moore, and that good tight end you got.
And
you
they
got
brought
no excuses.
And they brought in Swift. They brought in Keenan Allen. So they trying to make
man.
moves, bro.
Oh man.
Moves. They
trying to make excuses. And you got that. Your defense got better over the year. That last year. So you got no excuses, man. But I'm sorry to say this, man. I'm going back to my youth this year, man. I grew up with my dad being a lifetime Washington Commander, aka Washington Redskins fan. But I'm watching some Daniels, man. Jalen Daniels. I'm gonna watch it, man. I'm gonna watch it. The young fella, man. The young fella got some wheels on him, man. And he got a decent deep ball, man. I want to see what Kingsbury can do with him. I think Kingsbury, if he have a good year, I think he can get another coaching job. Not in the NFL, but in college. If he can be able to produce good numbers with him. What's your thoughts about that?
I mean, we seen Kingsbury have moments of success where he get the offense going, but we also seen collapses. I mean,
you got Scary Terry. You got them boys.
The good thing is he's not head coach.
No. That's I think the Commanders gonna have I think they're gonna have a top physical defense. I don't know if it could be top 15 defense, somewhere around there. I think they're gonna have a good defense. They already have the people in the trenches. I just worry about that secondary. If they can tighten that up a little bit, I think they could be not a playoff team, but have a good season. I'm gonna say like 8 wins, maybe 7 wins.
Which would be an improvement.
Upgrade.
Yeah, that'd be an upgrade. They definitely got a but I tell you this, I think Kingsbury's gonna have to do wonders with this offense because the way that they did EB, man, you're gonna have to create some damn good offense because otherwise,
I feel like you're gonna have to go back to the old Redskins way, the old Commander way, where the trenches got to be physical. I mean, back in the day, Wildcard Mar, we used to be able to come off the streets and get 3 yards and fall. You know what I mean? Them hogs used to make big holes, man. Holes bigger than a hole in Atlantic City. You know what I mean? You got to put a safety belt on so you don't fall in. I mean, them holes that big.
Was huge, bro.
It was huge.
Yeah.
So they're gonna have to make sure that offensive line together, man. Because the read option with Daniels and pull downs and QB blasts close to that goal line, and
it'd be crazy.
It'd be scary, man.
Yeah. I mean, no cap. They got some weapons on that Washington offense. So,
and they got Robinson. The nigga got shot 10 times. 50 Cent. That nigga run physical, man.
Hey, Brian Robinson Jr. They brought in Austin Eckler. I love Scary Terry. Johan Dotson's in his 2nd year, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And I like what the production he gave last year. I think they got they drafted a tight end, Senate from Kansas State. So he's a tweener where he can block well, he'll get open and catch the ball. So I think they'll probably use him. Remember Chris Cooley back in the days?
Yeah.
I think they should try to use him like that.
And we got something like that, man. I think that nigga Jaheim Bell that used to play at Florida State, that nigga is going to be Aaron Hernandez. What I mean by this, Aaron Hernandez used to be playing fullback. You put in the inside, you flat him. He was a flanker. He was a flanker. He used to be able to hit them. You know what I mean? The flat routes.
Yeah, I was about to say
that. You know what I mean? Fuck. But we about to get the fuck out of here. Check out the Graveyard Shift tonight, 9:15. Me, Mar. You know what I mean? Please like the stream. Shout out. I think I might do another stand-up Tuesday or Wednesday. I should be posting that. My last one went really well. I'm gonna talk about that in the Graveyard Shift. So we're out of here, and it's time to get the fuck out of here, man. Turn the lights off. Beyonce, pause.